Dani Gurry, and you've tuned in to Good Morning Frederick. It's a podcast, well, about Frederick. Everything, the people, the businesses, the nonprofits, and the cool stuff. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Good Morning Frederick. Well, good morning, Frederick. It's Thursday, one day closer to the weekend. It is April 18th, and I'm your host, Dani Gurry. All right, big changes are coming as of next week. Facebook is not allowing any live videos in groups. So we are shifting focus a little bit. We will, of course, post the video. I can share it as soon as we go live into the Everything Frederick and More group. But for now, the best thing to do is to find us on YouTube. On YouTube, you can share, you can comment. We would love it if you would subscribe to that channel. Between Google and Facebook changing the way they do stuff, it can really throw a wrench in a lot of plans. So anyway, got to be ready to pivot. I'm going to show you, if you have not been to our YouTube channel before, I'm going to show you what it looks like. So it's Everything Frederick Live is the channel, and all of the videos that we do, not only the live, so we're also live on YouTube. Actually, I don't want to click that because I'm afraid I'll get feedback. But anyway, we go live into YouTube, and then I also post all the individual segments. So if there was someone in particular that you want to go back and watch their segment, or maybe you missed somebody, you'll be able to see it here, and you'll be able to get all of our videos. So if you look here, all the videos that we've ever done for Everything Frederick Live is here. So check it out. Please subscribe. It certainly helps all these local businesses get some additional exposure. And that's why we're here. We want to do that. So I want to thank you guys so much for that. Actually, we have 116, I think, subscribers in just 3 weeks, which is pretty daggone good. When you engage, comment, like, it really does show the search engines and Facebook and YouTube that we have good content that people like. So if you can leave a comment, let me know where you're watching from. Just say good morning. I would love that. Also, in the show descriptions, you should see a link to join me live on the program if you want. Maybe you have some news to share, and I'd love to bring you on because this show is about you. And you are here with me every single day, but I'd really like you actually here with me, which would really be fun. Okay, we have some amazing sponsors and advertisers who have donated, given us some freebies to give to you. So there are so many prizes to win. Somebody yesterday texted every single keyword, which is awesome. So they are entered to win all the prizes. So we've got things like 2 tickets to the Spirit Expo. That is this Sunday. You want to text Spirit. The deadline for that is today because I need to send Sharon Price your details. But if you are looking for kind of a reset in your life or just some new ways of thinking, this might be perfect for you. It is from 10 to 5 p.m. at the Claggett Center. It's a retreat center, I think, and you can go check that out. Just text SPIRIT to 888-465-2944. How about coming to see me and the Frederick Flying Cows this weekend? We play at home on Saturday, 7 p.m., or Sunday at 3 p.m. You can text either Cows Sat or Cows Sunday for that. Also, 1 month pass to SOS Safe Ride. We're going to be talking with Wayne Dorsey early next week to find out all about this. But if you need to know, if you'd like to go to breweries or wineries or just you're having a night out, you can text SOS to win a 1 month pass. Now, what SOS Safe Ride is, it's way better than Uber, but similar. So where Uber just picks you up and you have to leave your car wherever you are, SOS Safe Ride brings 2 drivers and they will actually drive your car to your home. So when you wake up the next day, maybe not feeling so great, your car will be in the driveway and you will have arrived safely. I love, love, love this organization, and it's all volunteers. So you might find me driving one weekend. I told Wayne I was going to volunteer to do that. You can also win a $20 taco bar gift card if you text taco. We're going to meet Raul later today. And you can get a $25 gift card to Prospect Pantry. We just met Ashley Wright the other day, and the food there is amazing, amazing. I hope you've been enjoying the content I've created so far. I've been shooting 3 to 5 videos a day and have tons to edit. I think I looked at my list, 14. I have 14 videos to edit. You know, when I came into this, you've seen me on social. When I was with the radio station, I did a lot of lives. I didn't do much shooting and editing. That is something that in the last 3 weeks, I've actually come to enjoy and gotten a little better at it every single day. So I appreciate everyone's patience, the reaching out, and I would love to interview you. We do segments called People of Frederick. We do segments called Market Makers. If you have a business, I will find a way. If you want to chat with me, I will find a way to fit you into this program. Again, this is all about you. Thank you to the sponsor of this program, Fox Tree Designs. They did all my swag. We are actually in talks right now to get a merch store up. So if you want to order stuff with the Good Morning Frederick logo on it, you're going to be able to very soon. I do love the logo. It's fantastic. As well, Fox Tree Designs does full color lettering for signs, banners, and labels, as well as cars. Go to foxtreedesigns.com. All right, let's get things started this morning. All right, weather this morning, sponsored by Lightbridge Academy. We're going to meet Lola tomorrow. Head to the grand opening this Saturday, 10 to 2. I'll actually be streaming live from 10 to 11, and we'll have some swag for you to win. There's tons of free stuff. The kids are going to love it. Carnival games, a photo booth, tours. There's a technology demo, also a petting zoo. When was the last time you took the kids out to a petting zoo? Refreshments also will be served. Go to the Everything Frederick calendar for more details. I would love to see you out there this weekend. All right, today, cloudy early with some sun later, high near 75. Sounds like it's going to be a decent day. Yeah, when I look outside, not too bad. Tomorrow, cloudy and 67. The weekend, Saturday, partly cloudy and 70. Perfect for the grand opening. And Sunday, cooler, high of 63 and cloudy. Looking ahead next week, looks like spring. Cool one day, warm the next. Sun one day and showers the next. So, it is Maryland. Although I'm all over social media throughout the day, I do miss many things. So if you see a post or a story I should share, or there's something you want me to cover, help me out. Tag me or Good Morning Frederick on the social media. You can find us on all of them. Or you can just email me the details at everythingfredericklive@gmail.com. Speaking of which, I'm going to go ahead and put the banner up. So if you missed all that, you can get it. All right. Are you hungry yet? It's only 9, I know. But if you've been up, I get up about 5:30. I usually get hungry about this time. Well, we call this next segment Local Bites and Delights. Local Bites and Delights is sponsored by We Help You Move. Whether you're moving across the street or across the country, Nicholas and his team of moving experts can make the whole thing easy. Veteran-owned and a big supporter of the Frederick community. I met Raul recently, and he's making sure you can get authentic Mexican cuisine right here in Frederick. and he hinted that maybe another location is on the horizon. Let's head to the taco bar. I am here with Raul from Taco Bar. You, first of all, kind of young for opening a restaurant, yeah? Well, I guess maybe most people in restaurant business look aged because I know it's a lot of stress. A lot of stress. So
it takes a lot of yoga and a lot of meditation.
I need to do it and eating lots of tacos, right?
Basically, yeah.
Okay, so you had your original restaurant was in Gaithersburg.
Correct.
You opened in Frederick when?
2017.
2017. Okay, so 7 years you guys have been.
Yep.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. How long have you had the Gaithersburg location?
This February, 22 years.
Wow.
Yep.
Holy cow.
So my dad started that one.
Okay. Okay, so it's a family business.
It's a family business. My father and I run it together.
I love it.
I came into the business right after I graduated.
Okay.
From college, University of Maryland.
Oh,
and
my
so
son's a Terp. Yay, go Terps.
Go Terps.
Yeah. Awesome. So was the getting into the business by choice or by kind of this is your plan?
I think it was part of both of them. I
Yeah.
mean, I went into the business school.
Okay, my son as well, Smith School.
Smith School, correct.
Yes.
Yep. So part of it was, what to do with that later on.
Yeah.
But I grew up in the business.
Yeah.
So always
Just made sense,
studying
right?
when I was, working and all. But right after I graduated in 2010, we had issues with not the best time, recession and all that.
Right.
So not a lot of jobs out
2008,
there.
Yes.
So I decided to stay in the family business, and that I came up with this project, and I'm staying here for a while.
Yeah. And you just told me, and I wasn't aware of the Gaithersburg location. I did notice that it said temporarily closed. You guys had an arson fire.
Correct.
In the shopping center. How horrible. I mean, what is that like to deal with kind of that whole thing of displaced employees and your restaurant and all of that?
Yeah. Well, first of all, thank you, Frederick, because you guys have been supporting us. Because of this, we can support my other employees, who some of them are coming here to work.
Okay.
And finding other ways to help them out. So
Yeah.
thank you, Frederick, for that. But yeah, it was something very scary.
Yeah.
In the middle of the night when you receive a call and your restaurant is on fire.
Everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was scary. But just taking it day by day and praying that all comes together.
Yeah.
We're still not open. They're saying maybe late May, maybe beginning of June we will be open again. But hang in there.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
Is there anything else that we can do to help the employees that you're supporting?
We're always open for donation. There's a lot of families in Gaithersburg that receive donations from local help. Just people that I know gave me stuff like this, give this to your employees. So if anybody has something that they want to give out, they can always drop it off here.
Okay.
And then we'll take it to our employees.
Yeah, fantastic.
So that would be great.
And Frederick is just the community. I was pretty much raised here and left for a long time and came back, and it's one of the greatest cities that I've ever been in, really, with that. So that's great. All right, let's talk. First of all, the decor in here, beautiful.
Thank you.
Did you choose everything?
Yes, there's a story behind everything here. We wanted to give Frederick a part of Mexico.
Okay.
So everything here has a meaning, whether it was my childhood or my parents' childhood. So we added it here. We have a wall with family pictures, parents, grandparents, my mom, my dad. I did some of the painting around here. So there's a lot of love in this restaurant.
That is fabulous. What part of Mexico?
I was born in Mexico City, but my
Okay.
parents are from northern Mexico. They're from Jalisco. That's where tequila gets made.
Oh, well, there you go. There you go. What is your biggest dream for Taco Bar in general?
Biggest dream has always been to really showcase my culture.
Okay.
So what is Mexico? What does it taste like?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of names out there that say it's Mexico, but it's not Mexico.
Yeah.
So I want you guys to have a real, authentic experience of what food tastes like in Mexico. So my promise is to always keep that working and getting the best spices, the best peppers, so I can give that to Frederick.
Nice. So do you come up with recipes and cook and help design the menu, or do you have like a chef or cook that helps you with that? How does that go?
We do not have a Mexican chef.
Okay.
Chef is my mom.
Oh, well.
Mom, grandma's recipes.
Cannot get more authentic than mom, grandma's recipes.
Mom, grandma's, aunt's recipes.
Wow.
I grew up eating that, so I can tell
this
doesn't taste like mom. You know, we gotta fix this, gotta fix that. But I also got into it, so I've come up with let's add this new menu item and you know, test it out in Mexico and see what it tastes like, and then bring it back again and try it out again.
That's fantastic.
But all the food is made with love. I mean, we make all of our salsas, all of our marinades, we process all of our meats, so there's a lot of love in our food. Yeah,
you have a couple specials during the week that we've been talking about on the show, Taco Tuesdays and Birria Thursdays.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, anything else that you do regularly?
Yes, Wednesdays we do military discount.
Okay.
We offer 10% to all of our military personnel. You don't have to show your ID, just, you know, we like to support the community. But basically those 3 are
okay, so come during the week.
Yeah.
So you guys are located, it's West Point Plaza.
Correct.
It's kind of between, it's like the V-shaped land between 40 and alternate 40. Again, beautiful inside. What would you say is your greatest accomplishment so far in the 7 years that you guys have been here?
It's just really getting the love from Frederick. Really, we will not be here without you. You guys keep supporting us. The business keeps growing every year. So all that love is what my biggest accomplishment has been.
That's great. How about, other than the fire, the biggest challenge in having a restaurant? Because I know it's like, you know, very lean. It's you know, when times are good, it's excellent. When times aren't so good, you know, how have you guys weathered through that?
A lot of breathing, first of all, a lot of patience. Things are not always going to come out the way you want it, as much as you plan it. One of the biggest challenges was, for many restaurants, the pandemic. But we did get a local help, government help as well, a lot of grants, loans that we got. A lot of our customers, just repeat customers that came, we gave a lot of options, and you know, pick it up in the curb, we'll deliver it, whatever we could do to help out as well.
So you guys kind of figured out a way to work within the restrictions that there were.
Correct. We even had like an outdoor patio.
Oh, nice.
You know, it helped out. But we did lose. We had a third location in Albany, Maryland.
Okay.
We did lose that one due to the pandemic and everything that came with it. So.
Sure.
But we'll come back from that again.
Of course. I mean, are you hoping to have a third or more? Is there a plan, kind of like we'd ultimately like to have X number in Maryland, or?
Yes, absolutely. It has always been my dream since I got into the restaurant industry and with Taco Bar to have 3.
Okay.
For some reason, I like the number 3.
Number 3, okay.
I try to do everything with 3 times.
Yes.
So maybe Hagerstown coming soon.
Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe a little foreshadow. We can bring that one
maybe.
back. If there's one thing that you would love people of Frederick to know about Taco Bar, what would it be?
Obviously, the food is delicious. It's made with a lot of love, but it is a family-run business. And not only that, but our staff, they're treated as family as well. So when you come in here, you'll feel that love. You'll feel it in the food. You'll feel it in the way we treat our customers. So we are not a big company, mom and pop company. So just feel at home. That's what we want.
Favorite menu item?
Tacos.
Okay.
Tacos. I'm in love with tacos. Tacos anywhere I go. Tacos, 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 tacos. You have to try the tacos. Right now, we are offering the street style tacos.
Okay, so they're smaller,
They're
right?
smaller, right? Because we have the regular ones. They're pretty loaded. So we came up with the smaller size ones. Some people can't eat that much, and they still want to eat our tacos. So we came up with a smaller, more affordable
I find it good because
one.
you can kind of get a taste of some different stuff, right?
Yes.
So you can order a couple of different meats, or if you're vegetarian or whatever, and you get some different flavorings. What's your favorite meat to put on your taco, would would you say?
I like the beef tongue.
Okay, beef tongue.
Beef tongue is really good,
Yeah.
really tender.
I've had beef tongue before, not here. I would definitely try it, but I saw you have intestine.
Yes.
I've not ever tried that, so that will be the next time we come back. I will definitely get that so we can test that out.
It's good. It's really good.
Yeah.
Get it extra crispy.
I love
Delicious.
crispy, so
Delicious.
there we go. There we go.
And although I'm not a vegan,
Uh-huh.
we do have vegan options.
Okay.
Our protein, vegan protein.
Yeah.
It's made with Beyond Meat,
Okay.
but we use our same marinades.
Oh, so they get the flavors.
They get the same flavors, except it's vegan.
Yeah.
So
Well, there you
definitely
go.
try it.
So
Definitely
all you
try that.
vegans out there, you can come to Taco Bar, located at West Point Plaza, kind of between 40 and alternate 40. You have to come check it out. It's beautiful. Come for the tacos. Try everything else. And you can look them up, tacobar1, ONE.com, tacobar1.com. Want to thank Raul.
Thank you.
And want to thank them for being a part of Frederick. And,
Thank you.
And if there's ever anything we can do, please let us know.
Thank you.
All right, Taco Bar. And don't forget, if you text taco to our text line, you could win a $20 gift card. Who's going to try the crispy intestine with me? Come on, let's go. I'm definitely game. I would love to. You got to try everything once, right? You got to try everything once. Okay, I want to thank Charles Studios for the $100 donation to the Scott Key Prom. We're putting this prom on June 5th for the clients and my friends at the Scott Key Center. There's 125 who have never been to their proms. We've been collecting clothing, and right now we're collecting donations. The donations are going to help cover the food because I need to thank all the people who have donated to help make this happen. That includes the Arc on Market Street. They have donated the facility. Bill Iser of Wiser Productions is going to be the DJ for the day. Jolena from Sun and Moon Balloon Design is going to do a balloon display. Uncle Ralph's Cookies, Ellen Fowler, and Reed 360 Degree Photo Booth are all going to be part of it. And also, I think Bill Iser's bringing a photo booth too, so they can get the 360 and they can get the regular that they can share. But it takes a community of people to come together to make these things happen. If you don't know about the Scott Key Center, I encourage you to check out their website, scottkeycenter.com. And while you're there, if you can, donate even $10. Then we can really put on a great afternoon for these folks. And they are really fun. And I just want to shout them out because they watch at lunchtime every day with Miss Beth. And I really appreciate that too. So scottkeycenter.org. Did I put that? Yeah, .org. I want to make sure I had that right. scottkeycenter.org for your donations or to find out more information about the Scott Key Center. They assist developmentally disabled adults and help train them for jobs. And if you work in a company that may need some assistance doing things like stuffing envelopes, maybe you're going to a trade show and you need those goodie bags taken care of, they will gladly come to your location and do that for you free of charge. It's just a way to get the clients out into the public, learning some work skills, and they're great. We've used them before, and I highly recommend them. Okay, coming up after just a short break, I talk with Hugh Gordon from Frederick County Association of Realtors about affordable housing in Frederick. Yeah, I know. It sounds like not possible, but we'll see.
All-in-One Events is Frederick's #1 source for event rentals and entertainment. Please visit us on the web at www.aioeventgroup.com or call 1-888-727-8902 for more information.
All right, if you're doing an event, you definitely want George and All-in-One Events there. He's great and will take good care of you. A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business located right here in Frederick. They specialize in roofing, siding, windows, gutters, patios, and decks. And now that the weather is getting warmer, you know you're paying attention to all that stuff right now. Call 301-703-2157 or email info@ansconstruction.net. Also, there's a special offer for Good Morning Frederick viewers, $750 off any roof or siding replacement, or $50 off any roof repairs that are scheduled before April 30th. So give Sandra a call. Let her know that you came because of Good Morning Frederick, and she will take great care of you. That I know for sure. All right, if you want to know what's happening in Frederick, you have to get on the Everything Frederick calendar. You can access the calendar by just texting calendar to 888-465-2944, and you'll get a link directly to it. We are going to share it with you. All right. I've got to look over my thing here. All right, we're sharing my screen here. I'm telling you, it's been a crazy month already. I'm going to pull up just the week so you can actually kind of see what's happening. But this is what the calendar looks like. You can actually search on this calendar. You can type stuff in. If you want to submit something, you just let us know. Email us, everythingfredericklive@gmail.com. But let's see what's happening. So tonight I am headed to the Boomtown premiere of the trailer that they've done for Boomtown. It is also a fundraiser, so your ticket actually is helping to fund that movie from getting done. So if you want to kind of support the movie and say, hey, you are one of the investors, you can do that tonight. It's at Warehouse Cinemas. There's 2 sessions. You can go at 4 or at 6 and check that out. Tomorrow night, if you want, you can catch the Linganore High School performance of Shrek the Musical and see how the costumes turned out. Remember, we talked to Angela Smith-Heisler, who's the drama director, and they lost the $8,000 because of that daggone company took it, and the whole town banded together, everyone in Frederick actually, donating more than $11,000 to the drama department so that they could get everything done in time. So you can go see that performance. It's playing all weekend. This Saturday, I'm going to be live streaming from the grand opening of Lightbridge Academy. That goes on from 10 to 2, of course. If you come out between 10 and 11, you'll be able to see me and win some Good Morning Frederick swag. Also, want to tell you, we're going to switch to the next week here. On Tuesday, Second Chances Garage is at Old Mother on the 23rd from 4 to 8 p.m. Come on up if you were going to head out anyway, or if you want to stop by on your way home from work. 4 to 8 p.m., a percentage of all sales is going to be donated to Second Chances Garage. And we are going to talk with Barbara, who's the executive director, very soon coming up, because if you don't know about Second Chances Garage, you really do. It is, we call it the hidden gem in Frederick that most people haven't heard of. But if you have a car that is kind of beyond repair, or you've decided the repairs are too expensive to make it worth it, Second Chances Garage takes your donation, your car donation, gives you the tax write-off, and either refurbs that car to donate to a program recipient, or give to a program recipient who has done many steps. Or we sell it on the lot to someone and utilize that money to help keep the program going. So there's a lot of great stuff there, but Second Chances Garage is a great organization. I happen to be on the board, and we are looking to continue to help people here in Frederick. All right, Battle of the Bands is Saturday. Look at Saturday, the 27th. If you say you're bored on Saturday, I'm going to call you crazy. But Battle of the Bands is from 3 to 7 p.m. It's at the Carroll Creek Amphitheater, right kind of where Alive at 5 happens. It is an all-ages, family-friendly event. There'll be 6 bands playing. They've got a ton of fun stuff. I think some bands from the Frederick Rock School will be there as well. I'm going to be one of the judges along with 2 other people because these bands are battling it out to win a grand prize of worth $5,000, which is fantastic. Also, if you've been doing some spring cleaning, you want to go ahead and get your spot for the Pulling for Veterans Flea Market. It is on the Sunday the 28th from 9 to 3. It's at the AmVets Farm, which is right off 144, right near Tree Trekkers. Booth spaces, I think, are only $30. So if you want a booth space, you can get one. Or maybe you just like to go shop at flea markets. You can certainly do that as well. On the 30th, it is the grand opening of the Everything Frederick and More, the home of Everything Frederick and More, the in real life place that you can go. Shannon Flannery, the founder of Everything Frederick and More, and the Goddess Group of Real Estate. That is going to be her kind of home base. We invite you to the ribbon cutting and grand opening. It is on April 30th at 4:30, and then we'll have a happy hour to follow from 5 to 7. There is an event in the Everything Frederick and More group that you can find as well, but of course the information is here too. We are going to be talking to Abby from the Craft Beer Festival. That's on May 11th. We're going to talk to her very soon. But if you haven't been to that event and you like breweries, you will absolutely love this event. It is, I think, 50 Maryland breweries. I could be, that could be not correct. Maybe 40. I'll find out for sure from Abby, but it feels like 50 when you're walking around drinking the little samples. And you wouldn't think those little samples would add up to much, but let me tell you, they absolutely do. But it is a great event supporting local Maryland breweries, the Craft Beer Festival on May 11th. All right, you can see the links all on the calendar. If you need that, just text calendar to 888-465-2944. And if you have an event you want included, just email it through to me at everythingfredericklive@gmail.com. No one can say that nothing happens here in Frederick for sure.
Elevate your next party with Dreamscape Slumber Events. Over 12 themes and customization available for kids, teens, and adults to enjoy. Don't have the space? We have solutions for that too. Search Dreamscape Slumber Events on Facebook.
All right, mention Promo Circus to get $25 off your party with Dreamscape Slumber Events. And I'm actually trying to figure out how we can have a fun slumber party. And I'm working on details. I'm gonna let you know because I want to see the setup. Shift Work and Play is Frederick's one and only co-working space designed to support those with young children. You can get your work done while your kids are supervised at play. If you've got kids between 18 months to 6 years old, you will love this, especially if you're working from home a few days a week and you really just need, maybe you have a deadline, maybe you just need to get something done. Maybe once a week, a 3-hour uninterrupted work session is going to just make your production go through the roof. So check out Shift Work and Play. Every 3-hour play session for the kids includes a planned activity. Plus, they just get to have kid play. Shift Work and Play has meeting rooms that are private, dedicated desks, and private offices which get you 24/7 access. So if you have a private office at Shift Work and Play, you don't have to worry about what hours they're open or anything like that. You have the access. Book your tour today. Go talk to Megan. You will love it there. shiftworkandplay.com. All right, the company that I recently founded, I am working very, very hard on the website right now, it's kind of hard having two things going. I met with the person doing the website last night and said, I have to get it done by April 30th. So it will be live soon. But basically the idea for the company is to help local business make the most of their marketing dollars, make their dollars more efficient, make sure we find affordable options, and make sure that they're effective. I mean, obviously, that's what we need. The stream that we started, Good Morning Frederick, and the channel, Everything Frederick Live, were the brainchild and kind of fall under the Promo Circus roof. So anyway, we would like for you to be a part of our program. If you'd like, if you have a small business, it is very, very reasonable to advertise. I'm going to pull my stuff up here. There we go. I have to look around my camera here. So these are some of the sponsorships that are available. Brand new, we added a text line sponsorship. That means you get 3 mentions every single day, your company name. It would be known as the Your Company text line. And that could be very valuable. And you can just do that, for 6 months, and it will be great branding. Branding is when people get to know your name, and it's repeated often enough, they certainly will. We also have this remote live stream package available for you, or you can do something similar to Dreamscape all-in-one events and the Goddesses of Real Estate. Those are 15-second video ads. You can run them either once or twice per show, $25 a week if it's just once a day, and $40 a week if it's twice a day, which is very affordable to get the brand out there. So, of course, if you are interested in any of that, all you have to do is drop me an email or a text. All right, that leads us right to People of Frederick. This segment highlights the people in this county who are making a difference. All right. Today we are going to talk to, I've got to actually pull it up here because I thought I was prepared and I was not. We talked to Hugh. Hugh Gordon and I have actually been Facebook friends for a long time, but this is the first time we met in person. And I can say it will definitely not be my last. Let's meet Hugh Gordon. In the Frederick County Association of Realtors, FCAR. I'm here with Hugh. Tell me a little bit about what you do here and what we're going to talk about today.
Thanks, Dani. First of all, welcome.
Thank you.
I am the CEO here at Frederick County Association of Realtors. I'm also the chair of the Frederick County Affordable Housing Council.
Okay.
Which is one of the reasons why I wanted to talk. I mean, we're talking about housing in general and the need for it in Frederick County, but really you can't have affordable housing unless you really talk about the total housing picture in Frederick
Well,
County.
I do know on groups like Everything Frederick and across social media, affordable housing in Frederick is just, it's unbelievable what people are paying for rent. I think for young people and young couples and young families, it's really difficult.
Yeah, Dani, I think that's the result of, and I don't want to point any fingers, but we've had a general philosophy in Frederick County of let's slow development. And that's not just in Frederick County. I think that's been, a political philosophy in a lot of places.
Yeah.
But it's caught up with us, and in Maryland, I know, actually the governor just got his housing bill passed yesterday, but there's a shortage in Maryland of 150,000 homes.
Wow.
And as long as you have, that great a number of homes in deficit, it's just going to push values up.
So I do think when people say you have to slow the growth, they're responding to sitting in traffic on 15
Absolutely.
or sitting in traffic on 270 or overcrowded schools. So it's kind of, I think, the result of other policies that are affecting that, right? Because everybody goes in and says, well, I'm going to vote for the person who's not going to build one more house.
Right.
But they don't realize what that actually causes down the road.
That's
Instead
exactly
of
right.
complaining about we need to figure out how to do better with our traffic or better with our schools.
Well, especially if you want to have your children live work here, stay close
oh,
by.
yes.
And if you want business to come here so
Yes.
that maybe you don't have to go on those roads to travel down the roads. I mean, you're only going to have those bigger businesses attracted to Frederick County if you have the housing that will support it.
Yeah.
One of the things that I think is really important to note here is that in Frederick County, there are efforts to preserve the agricultural nature of the county. And I think if the current county executive has her way, we would have 160,000 acres of agricultural land in preserve. And when you add on to that the creek relief and the other types of preserve that exist in the county, you'll end up with about 200,000 acres of Frederick County that stay in permanent preserve. There's only 472,000 acres in Frederick County.
I mean, I wouldn't have known that. So you're talking about preserving literally half of the county.
Right.
That's impressive, actually. Is there anyone who's not for that?
Well,
are there some people who are, maybe some of the developers, or I don't know? Is there?
I'm sure, there's still going to be the concerns about roads.
Right.
Because, we get traffic from north of Frederick County and from all other areas, and there's going to be concern about the schools.
Right.
I think the real focus of government, and I really think our current administration's kind of understanding this, and they just hired a new director of housing over there, Vincent Rogers, that
Okay.
it really comes from an area where he's seen these kind of problems and dealt with these kind of problems
Yeah.
before. So I think we're going to move in a direction that kind of leads us, hopefully, towards addressing this. And as you address it, you have to look to the municipalities.
Yeah.
We have, I think there's either 12 or 13 in
Okay.
Frederick County, where the density, where
Right.
the adequate public facilities already exist,
Yeah.
so that housing can, more easily occur. There's transportation. There's,
Yeah.
there's ways to get to and from.
And I think the term affordable housing it's kind of like saying fair wage, right? It's kind of different to everybody.
Right.
Different. It's a personal kind of, you put your personal spin on it. But what would you hope to see in Frederick where you would say, okay, obviously now we need the inventory, right? It's really inventory issues.
And it is. I mean, right now we're looking at around 200 houses that are available for sale. That number generally is about almost 10 times that.
Really?
Yeah, so we have to really find
Yeah.
ways to get inventory up.
And so, and again, I guess this kind of is a bigger picture. I think right now people aren't selling or buying because of the interest rates, right? So
exactly.
it's kind of like you have all of these issues leading to the problem. But if those were to come back down, how do we get 2,000 pieces of inventory available in Frederick? How is that possible?
Well, that's a very good question, and I know that there's people that have dealt with those issues that are really
Yeah.
taking a hard look at that. But I think it's being smart. I'm a third generation Frederick County resident. I am no more interested in seeing Frederick County build over than anyone else.
Right.
I think we just need to be, to identify where we can build, because you're right. You made the statement a minute ago that affordable housing is different to every body, but in the perfect, this is my opinion, the perfect market, you have entry-level housing,
Right.
that then people can move to the next level and up, and so on and so
True,
on.
it is supposed to kind of be that way. Like you might have a condo or a townhouse first, and that's your starter home, or a small home maybe outside of the city, or things like that. And then, you upgrade.
Exactly.
Now you can't even get the starter home.
Right.
Like it's like they're even, and I've heard realtors and friends all talk about that these people are putting basically dog houses on the market and slapping 250 on it and calling it a day. And so, I think that's the frustration on top of the financing part, but for a lot of people, so.
Yeah, the governor, actually the state of Maryland, they just passed the governor's housing supply legislation.
Yeah, I know,
I brought
yeah.
that with me.
Yeah.
And if these things were to come about, it certainly would be helpful. He's talking about increasing housing shortages by granting density bonuses, easing zoning restrictions on qualified projects in areas adjacent to transit owned by nonprofits and forum. He's talking about things that certainly, if they were dealt with, worked within his program at the local level. So at the state level, these are great ideas and I guess, policies that he's trying to implement it at a local level. You know, things like accessory dwelling units that somebody can add to their home, or a senior can, you know, your mother or dad can move in. You know, he's looking at easing policies.
Yeah, because I think, are you talking about like a granny flat or some sort of in-law something? Because right now we have a huge population of seniors, and not enough senior living facilities close by, right? I know that they've built a couple recently, but just not keeping up with the number of people. The boomers are, you know, that's...
It's me.
Yeah, well, I'm really, you know, not too far off of that, but my parents for sure. And, you know, yeah, if we could have a way to allow them to kind of do that multi-generational living in the home you've got, that would make things a lot easier. What is one thing you hope that comes soon that will help alleviate, or you think will alleviate this issue in the short term?
Well, if I had to answer that question honestly, I probably would say an easing of the process for getting a project approved. It takes, I want to say, and this is back in my days of being involved in development, like 3 to 5 years, and I think it's actually longer now. Wow. To bring a new community on. When you look at the number of available lots in Frederick County that are available for building, you know, I think the current inventory runs out in, you know, 2 to 3 years. You know, if that were to happen, and we don't find a way to expedite the planning process and move things along, we're going to be in deep trouble. But again, you know, I think we have to be smart, and as we do that development, we need to find ways to deal with the schools and the roads.
Yeah, yeah. So again, it's kind of like a domino. Well, you kind of fix or attack one thing, and there's 5 or 6 things down the track that has to happen.
Right.
For the residents of Frederick, what would you say? How can they help to, I don't know, get involved in this process, or is there a place for local residents to kind of get involved?
Well, I would definitely say, you know, make sure your voice is heard, you know, by either your local legislator, the state delegation, or local level, you know, with the alderman or with the county council. You know, if you're really interested in trying to bring affordable housing on, I would say come to one of the Frederick County Affordable Housing Council meetings. We meet every second Tuesday, 2:30, and we meet in our office here at FCAR. You know, we're really trying to find ways, or at least, you know, get messaging out to the community so that they better understand what the needs are in Frederick County and how they actually might be able to make a positive impact.
Well, I will be sure to add those meetings to our Everything Frederick calendar that our members can access. I do think, you know, you can't complain about something if you're not willing to step up and do something. And I do think as well that people need to stop yelling the stop development and let's do smarter development. Let's do more efficient development. Yes, let's do more efficient development. Let's, you know, get involved in the city and the county on better ways to move people throughout our own county as well as to some of the neighboring counties that people have to go to work for. But I'd love, because really based on population, that's when bigger businesses come to a location, right? If you have a population that has a percentage of their workforce, they're more inclined to come here.
Absolutely.
And that, you know, and obviously they need incentives and all of that, which it sounds like even the governor, maybe local, is doing. But if we don't have the population, the working population and the young population for businesses, they're not going to come. It's just about being smarter about it.
Yeah, Dani, I couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
That's a perfect summary of I think what needs to be done.
Yeah, awesome. Well, Hugh, appreciate your time. I'm going to post the link to the calendar. Come to one of the meetings. Make sure your voice is heard, even if you don't want any more people to move here. But I think for most of us, you know, there's a lot of people that have moved in that have made Frederick even better. So I invite more to come. But
thanks a lot, Dani. I really appreciate the time today.
All right. Want to thank Hugh Gordon for that. Really interesting perspective, don't you think, about the Stop the Growth efforts that have, you know, been put out. It really does give you a pause to think about it, but getting involved is the best way to make sure your voice is heard. This means writing to your alderman, maybe attending some of these meetings, maybe get the inside scoop on what development is trying to come here and either work for or against it. There's nothing against having a dissenting opinion, of course, but it's so much better to get involved and know what's happening rather than to sit on the sidelines and let things happen to you. That's what I believe anyway. So I really appreciate Hugh. You can go to one of those meetings. They are on the calendar, the Everything Frederick calendar. You can look that up. Look, I think it's an important factor we're all dealing with right now. I mean, trust me, I live in the northern end of town where everything right now, every road is under some sort of construction. So I say it too every now and then, but I don't really mean it, because I do mean that all the people that have moved into Frederick, I've met so many that do make this town much better. So, because they're here too. All right. One last thing, just want to remind you that we are looking for your recommendations. If you can fill out the hand-picked survey, it's not a voting contest, but I am compiling a list to put up in May. That'll be posted not only to the group, but we'll share it around as well. It'll be available on my website too, because when somebody asks, what's the best steakhouse? Where do you go for seafood? Where's the best date night place? And things like that. We'd love to give people a list to refer to that will be updated all the time. So, handpicked. If you go to that bit.ly/E_F and then handpicked, you will get right to the survey. And if you don't have time to fill it all out today, not a big deal, or in the next few minutes, do as much as you can and then maybe pick it up again and finish. Because there are a lot of things. I think there's probably 50 things that we're asking for. Because we're also looking for your recommendations for things like plumbers and deck builders and fence builders and landscapers. These are the questions that get posted very frequently in the Everything Frederick and More group. And I know probably drives the admins crazy, because I know everybody says, hit the search. Well, sometimes it is difficult to get exactly what you want. I get that. It happens to me too. So anyway, those are your QR codes, and that is the information for getting to the handpicked and, of course, to the Everything Frederick calendar. Okay, winning. Don't forget, there are so many giveaways. I would love for you guys to win these. Feel free to text every single one of those keywords that are in yellow to 888-465-2944. I would love to be able to give you some of these great prizes. Tomorrow's Friday, and you don't want to miss this show. I talked to Lola about Lightbridge Academy. I meet Beth, who started an organization called Hearts of the Herd. Very cool. And I get to visit with my friend Tiffany, who showcases Fingerboard Farm Market. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, please, so you don't miss one episode. Until then, search for Everything Frederick Live on TikTok and YouTube, and you can follow me on TikTok as well. Just search Dani, just Dani, and you will see me there. All right, until tomorrow morning, get out there and be great, Frederick. Here we go. Maybe. I might just stay here all day. How about that? All right, have a great Thursday.